The NBA trade deadline is one of the most anticipated things to happen in the NBA. We as NBA fans get the opportunity to see some of our favorite players find new homes during this part of the season. Today, I will talk about the recent trades that just occurred and giving each of them involved an overall rating. I will rate each team on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, with 1 being bad and 5 being the best. But before I get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The first trade I would like to talk about is the trade that made the most headlines, and that is the Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis trade. This trade was very surprising because Luka was on pace to becoming a franchise player for the Dallas Mavericks. But when new ownership took over the Mavs, they had a lot of concerns surrounding Doncic. They were saying he couldn't stay healthy and was reportedly gaining weight up to 270 pounds. Despite leading them to the finals, the Mavs seemed like they had enough. As for Anthony Davis, it was likely that he was going to leave LA anyway. He played the last few years out of position at the 5 and struggled defensively, causing the Lakers to miss out on another finals appearance. So on Sunday, a 3-team deal involving the Jazz, Lakers, and Mavericks occurred. The Mavs traded Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the 2029 first-round pick. Right now, we are looking at the trade take full effect. Anthony Davis and Max Christie both are putting up great numbers for the Mavs already. However, Davis is still battling injuries, so we'll have to see what the future holds for him. As for Luka, we'll have to wait until Monday for his debut, but I believe it will go well. Just not as great as most people might expect, but overall, this trade made sense on both ends. My final grade on the Lakers will come out as 3 stars. There's still star power on the team to play alongside LeBron, but it doesn't fulfill all of their needs. For the Mavs, I give them a rating of 4 stars, only because they have a complete team now, but they create a lot of concerns about the team in the future. The next trade I will talk about is the De'Aaron Fox trade to the San Antonio Spurs. While Fox was on the Kings, it was evident that he wanted out of Sacramento. After the firing of head coach Mike Brown, the team began to look for other destinations for Fox. So on February 2nd, the Kings traded De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs in a 3-team deal that landed Zach LaVine on the Kings, along with 3 Spurs players going to Chicago. The trade was what I thought was a great move for the Spurs. The Spurs needed that younger guard to pair up with All-Star center Victor Wembanyama. Chris Paul was supposed to be a factor and better in the Spurs, but there's no question he's going to retire soon, so De'Aaron Fox was just a better option. So far, he is doing very well in San Antonio. He debuted with 24 points in his first game, and it's a great sign that the Spurs are moving in the right direction. For the Spurs, I give them a grade of 5 stars, only because they considered their future and got some young talent. For the Kings, I'll grade them 3 stars, because they landed another star player along with a big man in Jonas Valanciunas. For the Bulls, the only great thing they got was a first-round pick, and I'll give them a rating of 2 stars. The next trade I will talk about is the Bucks trading away Chris Middleton to the Washington Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. This trade was one of the more reasonable ones from the Bucks, considering that Middleton was always injured and could not stay consistent night in and night out. Another reason why the trade was reasonable was because the Bucks already had star power with Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Middleton was not going to see the same production. With Kyle Kuzma, he can fit in as a role player with Dame and Giannis and can serve as a third option on the team. The overall grade I would give the Bucks is 4 stars because they now have a third player who, if healthy, can put up great numbers on the team. The next trade I'm going to talk about is the Jimmy Butler-Andrew Wiggins trade. Before the trade, Jimmy Butler wanted out of Miami. He was constantly getting into it with Pat Riley, resulting in him being suspended multiple times. For the Warriors, they were looking to provide help for Steph Curry. Steph was the only one on the Warriors producing, and it was looking bad for the team. So on February 6th, the Warriors made the trade to land Jimmy Butler in Golden State, sending Andrew Wiggins to the Miami Heat. This trade was great on both ends. The Warriors added another superstar to help out Steph Curry, and the Heat added a role player who could make a great fit for the team. If I were to give both teams a grade, I'll give the Warriors 4 stars because they got a star, but one that was not expected. And the Heat would get 5 stars because they added another all-around forward who is less likely to cause problems on the team. The next trade I will be talking about is another Lakers trade they made that could help them in some kind of way. The Lakers desperately needed someone who could play the 5 position on a consistent basis. Like I said earlier in the video, Anthony Davis was not a true 5 guard, and he struggled when he was in that position. After trading away Davis, the Lakers went on a search for a big man. On the day of the deadline, they traded for Hornets center Mark Williams, while giving up Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, and some draft picks. I feel like Mark Williams will be a great fit for the Lakers defensively, being able to guard the different big men in the NBA. But he does present a few problems offensively by not becoming an all-around scorer. However, the trade was taken back after Williams showed a lot of concerns. If I were to grade this trade, I'll grade it 1 star, not only because it was temporary, but the Lakers are now short 1 big man. Some of the players that were traded still have yet to make a debut, but it will be interesting to see how these newly acquired players turn out. But that'll be the end of this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.